Okay, it's going to be the ultimate sandwich smackdown coming off the top rope. The best Cuban.
Oh my. He's already in the competitive
I'm just happy
spirit
I'm going to get to eat now.
Yeah, we're talking about the Cuban Sandwich Festival, bringing together all kinds of local restaurants. We have Tony and Lisa here, heavily involved in the event to tell us all about it. John says Smackdown.
Oh,
what are we talking about here?
Smackdown, John.
It's going to get ugly at times, isn't it?
It's going to get ugly. You better bring Ashley with you.
Tell us about the event. What's going on?
Well, it starts today. It's today at Ybor City, Centennial Park, where the Ybor City Saturday Market usually is. We're there too. And it's going to be a blast. There's over 40 restaurants competing to see who has the best Cuban.
Can there be that much variety in the Cuban sandwich? Because it's supposed to be all the same ingredients, isn't it?
It is, but there is a variety. A lot of people nowadays, actually, I just want to throw this one point in. A traditional Cuban sandwich is not pressed.
It's not pressed?
It's not pressed.
I always get it pressed.
What characteristic of
No. Well, think about it. The Cuban sandwich was brought into Ybor City by the cigar workers in the very early 1900s. And they didn't have presses. Basically what it was is they would get the loaf of Cuban bread because it would last throughout the entire day. They could eat it for breakfast, café con leche with Cuban bread, and then they would make their sandwiches. They'd slap in all the different meats, and they'd wrap it up and take it to work. So there was no press back then. So
who knew?
Yeah, so traditionally it did not start out being pressed.
So I take it that's one of the differences. Some have it pressed, some don't. But what are some of the other differences? Because what's supposed to be in them?
Well, people from Miami say that it shouldn't have
let's not even
salami.
talk about that. They're frauds.
I'm with you.
They are.
I'm with you. They say it shouldn't have salami, but really it should be a diversity sandwich. A friend of ours, Casey Gunsmart, mentioned that, the Cubans brought the bread, and then the Sicilians added the salami, and the Germans gave us the mustard, so it's an awesome thing to eat.
It really is international the way you describe it.
But it's ours, it's Tampa's. It started in Ybor back in the 1900s, like she said.
Yeah.
And, nah, Cubans didn't even my cousins didn't even move to Miami to the 60s. So forget it.
Let's talk about the competition, too. Who is judging? Who gets to make this ultimate decision here? And what's the prize?
We have several judges. I'm not sure about the prize, but I hear it's a pretty decent prize.
And it's bragging rights, actually.
Yeah.
It's important.
But some of the judges are our honorable mayor, the official Irish guy who likes Cuban sandwiches, Bob Buckhorn.
Nothing wrong with being Irish.
I love him. Chief Casters will be there as well. Lisa will be one of the judges. The Gunsmart brothers, the Sultans of Savoy will be there as well.
John's waiting for his invite.
Oh, John's invited. You kidding me? Do you like flying? I'm going to invite you right now. Both of y'all are our Flan Fest coming up in February.
I will be there. Okay, but again, I want to know one thing. What is the secret to making the best Cuban? What do you have to make the best Cuban?
You better have a good Cuban bread, that's what I say.
I say good Cuban bread, and I also say the pork, to me, is important. Sometimes some of the sandwiches kind of lack the pork part, but the shredded, really, seasoned pork is what makes that sandwich, I think.
Pork and the bread. Tony, Lisa, thank you so much for being here. I want to get some information up on the screen real quick. If people want to come out and enjoy this, head to Centennial Park in Ybor City. Cuban Festival, Sandwich Festival, going on between 10:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. today. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's going to be fantastic. Lots of food to eat. Hey, coming up, it's the busiest travel time on the roads.
Yeah, we're talking about Memorial Day weekend, of course. It is here. The latest